Hello everyone. Let us now discuss how can we solve this problem. Maximum subarrays after removing one conflict pair. So we are given with an integer n that means an array from 1 to 3 and consider till n. Now we are also given with conflicting pairs a comma b. So conflicting pairs of I is equal to ai comma bi. So we need to remove exactly one element from conflicting pairs. Conflicting pairs will have some elements a comma b, right? From this we need to remove one element and return the maximum number of subarrays subarrays without the remaining conflict pairs. So let us take an example and understand this question, right? So we have n is equal to 4, right? So n is equal to 4 and conflicting pairs are 2 comma 3 1 comma 4. So what does this conflicting pair mean? That means the subarray should not contain 2 and 3, then it is not having this conflicting pair. Now let us see, right? So I am having 1 2 3 4. Now what are the number of subarrays which ends with 1? So there are only one subarray, right? This is only the subarray which ends with 1. And what are the subarrays which ends with 2? So 1 comma 2 and 2, there are two subarrays. Which ends with 3 are 1 2 3 2 3 and then 3. For 4, 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 3 4 3 comma 4 and then 4. Now let us remove this conflicting pair 2 comma 3, and as I said, these return the maximum number of subarrays without the remaining conflicting pairs. So the remaining conflicting pair is 1 comma 4. So I need to count those subarrays which doesn't have 1 comma 4. So this is one subarray, this one, and this, and then 1 comma 4 is present here. So we should not count it. 2 3 4 it is right, 3 4 it is right, and then 4 it is right. So there are totally 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So there are totally 9. Let us check by removing 1 comma 4, and most importantly we can remove only one conflicting pair. So I am removing 1 comma 4. I need to count those subarrays which doesn't have 2 comma 3. This doesn't have this the conflicting pair. So this one and then this 2 comma 3, it has 2 comma 3. So we should not add it, or we should not consider it. 2 comma 3, it is having 2 comma 3, so it should not consider it. And we have 3, yes, 2 comma 3, it is having 2 comma 3, it is having 2 comma 3, it is having 3 comma 4. So we can count it. So totally we have 1 2 3 4 5 6. So from 6 and 9, the maximum is 9. So we will return 9 as the answer. Let us take another example where I have n is equal to 5. So the array will be 1 2 3 4 and then 5. And the conflicting pairs are 1 comma 2, 2 comma 5 and 3 comma 5. Now let us go one by one. Let me remove 1 comma 2. So I am just copying for 4, and then let me write for 5. 1 2 3 4 5 2 3 4 and then 5 3 4 5 4 comma 5 and then 5. So there are totally something like 5 into 6 n into n plus 1 by 2. So there are totally 15 subarrays, but there are total. But let me just remove this subarray this conflicting pair 1 comma 2. So I am remaining with 2 comma 5 and 3 comma 5. I need to count those subarrays which doesn't have 2 comma 5 and 3 comma 5. So let me count it. This one valid 1 2 3 4 5 6 and then 7, right? 7 8 9 10. Here it is not valid, so here I got 10. Let me just wait and count till here. I got 10. Now 2 comma 5 is present, so it is not valid. 3 comma 5 is present, so it is not valid. 4 comma 5, nothing. 2 comma 5 is not present and 3 comma 5 is also not present. So let me count it. 5, it is also valid. So here I got 12. Now let us just remove this to comma 5. So 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then 5, then 6, 7 and then uh, no, 8, 9. So I have totally 9 subarrays. Removing this conflicting pair, and I need to make sure count those subarrays which doesn't have 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 5. Let me count it. Right, 1 and then 2 and 3, 4 and then 2 comma 3. Is it valid? Yes. Yes, E says 3 comma 4 valid. Yes, 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 5 are only conflicting pairs. It is valid. No, it is not valid. 2 comma 5 is not valid. 3 comma 5, yes, it is valid. Because we have removed this conflicting pair. 4 comma 5 valid. Just 5 valid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here I got 10. So from all this, 12 is the maximum. So we'll return 12. But let us take this example, which is over here, where we have given with 11, n is equal to 11, and the conflicting pairs are 3, 8, 10, 5, 11, comma 9 and 11, comma 7. So what I'll do, I'll just go one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now my intuition is the first thing is count the number of subarrays ending at every number and doesn't have and wait a second, and doesn't have any conflicting pair. I am saying that any conflicting pair, that means it should not contain 3 comma 8, it should not contain 10 comma 5, it should not contain 11 comma 9, it should not contain 11 comma 7. I need the count at here, those subarrays which ends with 1 and doesn't contain any conflicting pair, those subarrays which ends with 2 and doesn't contain any conflicting pair, as it is 3 and 4 and 7 till 11. So let me name it as valid subarrays ending at 1, 2 and so on. But we will not count this or make it as an array. We'll just name it, or we'll just initialize it with long, right? So until here, I think you are clear, right? Now, let us start counting them. So, those subarrays which are ending at 1 and doesn't have any conflicting pairs are 1. At 2, there are 2. At 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. But I am stopping at 8. Why? Because 8 is having a conflicting point, right? So, 1 is not having any conflicting points, 2 also having no conflicting points, till 7, no conflicting points. But at 8, I have a conflicting point, 3. For 10, I have a conflicting point 5. I'm just writing for the maximum one, and then for the point what are the minimum numbers or the least numbers, lowest numbers. So for 11, I have 7 and then 9. So I have wrote all those conflicting points. For 8, I have 3. Now, can I take this subarray as a valid subarray? No. Why? Because 3 comma 8 should not present. But this subarray is having both 3 and also 8. And let us start with this 2 to 8. Is it having 3 comma 8? Yes, it is having a conflicting pair. And let us start with 3 comma 8. Is it having a conflicting pair? Yes, it is having a conflicting pair. So what is the number from where I can start counting the subarrays? Is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So totally how many subarrays that I got is 5, which is nothing but 8 minus 3. Just as simple as that. I have just did 8 minus 3. That means let me consider just 8 minus the conflicting point. But will it be every time the same? Let us see. Now I am at 9. You might say for 9 I doesn't have any conflicting point. So what I'll do is 9 minus 0. Let us start, or let us make it as 9. But wait, it is not the correct answer. Why? Because just consider this subarray from 1 to 9. So as I said, it should not contain, any subarray should not contain a conflicting pair. Let us see, does this subarray contain a conflicting pair? Yes, it contains a conflicting pair, 3 and then 9. So should I consider this as a conflicting, as a valid subarray? No. So this one and this one also having a conflicting pair, this also having a conflicting pair, this doesn't have a conflicting pair. Now what I just did 9 minus 3, that's it. 9 minus 3 is giving me 6. Why? Because as I have 6 valid subarrays which ends at 9 and having no conflicting pairs, right? This one, yeah, right. I just got three summaries, valid summaries. 4, 5, 6. I think you got how I am writing about this summaries. So I got 6 valid summaries at 9. Now let us go to 10. Here comes the actual question. 10 is having 5 as the conflicting point. Now if I consider this subarray, it is having a conflicting pair. So I should not consider it, right? Now, if you see, you might say, bro, you can consider this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 as 3 and 8 are not present. But 5 and 10 are present. If you see from 4 to 10, 5 and 10 is present, which is a conflicting pair. So where should I start? I should start from 6. So let us just assume that we are starting from 6. So I got one subarray, second, third, fourth, and then fifth. So totally I got 5 subarrays, right? Now at 10 I got 5 subarrays. At 11 let us see. Here I have 7 and also 9. 7 and also 9. So this subarray from 1 to 11 is having both 7 comma 11 and 9 comma 11. So I should not consider it. So let us just start from 8 to 11. I'm just starting from 8. But it is also having, I'm just removing 11 minus 7. Wait a second. I'm just removing 11 minus 7 and getting 4. Let us just see or assume whether is it correct or not. But this subarray 8, 9, 10, 11 is having both 11 and 9, which is a conflicting pair. So what I'll do, I'll just start from from 10. So 10, 11 and 11. 10 comma 11 a valid subarray, 11 a valid subarray. So I have only two valid subarrays, which is nothing but, how do I got it? 11 minus 2, sorry, 11 minus 9. 9 is the conflicting point, max left. Let me name it this as max left. I'll tell you why I am naming it as max left. So 11 minus 9 is giving me 2. So totally I would get 46 if I am not wrong. But why I got this all? So I just got all those valid subarrays. What I need, wait a second. First thing, what I need is by removing one conflict pair, one conflict pair, we can get some more subarrays, more subarrays. Let us take an example, right? Let us take an example. 3 comma 8. Let me just remove this conflicting pair. So if I just remove that conflicting pair, it can add some of the subarrays, right? Let me name that as gain. But by removing 3 comma 8, how many subarrays that I can add, right? So I can add this subarray, I can add this subarray, I can add this subarray. No, not enough. I'll tell you why it is not enough. By only removing 3 comma 8, we are not only adding 3 subarrays, but let me wait. I want you to wait and let me say that I am naming it as gain. Gain. So take a vector, take a of let me name it as gain with n plus 1 and everything is initialized as 0. So we will remove every conflicting point 3, 5, 7, 9. That means 7 comma 11 will be removed once, 9 comma 11 will be removed once, 3 comma 8 will be removed once, 5 comma 10 will be removed once. And I will store the gain, vector LL gain. So by removing one conflicting point, by removing 3, I might get 3, right? By removing 3, I just assume that I can get 3. And from all this, iterate, iterate this gain vector, gain vector, and get the max gain. So by removing which conflict pair, I can get the max gain. So it will be stored in max gain and return at the last, return valid subarrays, subarrays plus max gain. I think you got it, and it is not something like an easy or medium problem. It is hard, and if you have any doubts, please don't hesitate to comment in the comment section, right? So I just got this valid subarrays have all conflicting pairs, conflicting pairs. This max gain is having maximum subarray gain, maximum subarray gain by removing, removing individual conflicting pair, conflicting pair. So let us just answer these questions, right? So I just said that I have 46. Now I said there won't be only three subarrays which would be added. So let me change the color, right, so that you can understand it, right? So I'm using gain. This is the gain vector. So one is not having any conflicting points. So I am taking this one, which is a vector of vector LL. I'm just taking long for every data type or every data structure, right? Every data structure I'm using LL, long. Now for 1, I doesn't have any conflicting point, so the gain will be 0. For 2, doesn't have any conflicting point, so it will be 0. 3 also 0. 4, 5, 6, 7. But 8 is having a conflicting point 3. Here comes the first question, right? So by removing 3 and 8, how much I can gain will be how much gain I can get by removing the conflicting pair 3 and 8. So till here, I just counted 3 to 8, 4 to 8, 5 to 8, 6 to 8, 7 to 8 in here. I just counted it in valid subarrays. But I have to know what will be the gain if I remove 3 comma 8. So I'll tell you what it will be. So it would be starting from 4. Sorry, it would be starting from 4, right? Right now, I'm just adding this 3 to 8, this subarray 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, this subarray. And also again 2 is not a conflict, right? So 2 to 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, this is also a valid subarray. So I just got two subarrays, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From here to here is also a valid subarray. So there are totally three subarrays which won't be added here, but it would be added here. I'll tell you why. Now it is having 0. Now previously the number or the element which I just got, not I just removed as a conflict point is 3, so it is not a conflict point, so it is not a conflict point. Now let us go to 9. Here, for this 9, what I just counted 4 to 9, 5 to 9, 6 to 9, 7 to 9, 8 to 9, just 9. So there are 6 which are already counted, but I need the gain. What I can gain from removing some conflict point, and I have removed 3. So by that, I'll tell you 1, 2, 3, right? But where should I store this? You might say you need to store at 9 because by removing 3 I got 3 subarrays, 3 more subarrays at 9. But if you see, by removing just 3 I got 8 got 3 more subarrays by just removing 3. 9 also got 3 more subarrays by removing 3. So instead of storing at 8 and 9, I'll store at 3. So 3 plus 3 will be 6. So what I mean is, by removing 3, what are the gain? What I am gaining? At 8, I am gaining 3. At 9, I am gaining 3. So that's why I am storing here instead of at 8 and 9. I think you got till now. Now let us simply go to 10 comma. But I am going one by one. I went to 9 and made it as 0. Now 10 is having 5 as the conflicting point. Now go to 5. Let us see what happens here. Now you might say that here how many did I got subarrays, I got valid subarrays I got at 10. 1 2 3 4 5, which was already counted here. Now if I remove this conflicting point 5, what happens? You might say, by removing this conflicting point 5, you might say that 5 more would be added. But here 1 2 3 4 and then 5 might be added, but it won't be added. Why? Because I'll tell you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is having a conflicting point 3 and also 8. So what does this 10 comma 5 mean? I just removed this conflicting point 10 comma 5, but 3 comma 8 is present, 11 comma 9 is also present, 11 comma 7 is also present. So these conflicting points should not be present in the subarray. And this one 2. Here also I got 3 and 8. Here 3 and 8. How many left? Only 2. How do you know that I only got 2? So I'm just saying that I got only 2, which won't be added here. Same thing again. Which point is removed? 5 is removed. So add it at 5. So it is having 2. Now 10 will be as usually having 0. Now here will you will know how do I got 2 here. I'll tell you. Now I got 11. 11 is having two conflicting, wait a second, two conflicting points 7 and 9. Now, now if you see here 7 and 9, you might say, bro, you just remove this 7 and 9. You just remove this 7 and you will get just this one and also this one, right? You might get all this, right? So let us just see how can I get. Now I just said that by removing this you might get this one and also this one, right? But but what I think is, till here you can't get any subrace. Why? Because 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. So what I mean is removing this 11 comma 7. I'm just removing this 11 comma 7 is giving me 8, 9, 10, 11. But this subarray is having 11 comma 9, which is a conflicting pair. So we should not consider it. Now that means we should not remove that pair. Instead, let us remove 11 comma 9. I am not removing pair by pair. I am removing for every point. For 11, which is the best conflicting point to remove. For 10, which is the best conflicting point to remove. For 9, I doesn't have any conflicting point. So I'll add something in somewhere. I'll tell you here now. So I will remove this conflicting point so that here if you observe 11 comma 9 is removed. Now this one, this subarray and this subarray will be added. Why these two subarrays are not added? 10 comma 11 and 11, these are already added here, that's why I'm not adding. So I just got two more subarrays. Where? Here. At here I'll tell you why. Because if you see at 9, if I remove that only the maximum one, then only I can get two more subarrays. But if you see, I said, how do you get at here 5 at this 5 and 10, you just added 2 at 5. How? So I will get it by 3 will be my second max and 5 will be my max left. So it will be the same here. It will be the same here. Second max will be 7 and max left will be 9. I think you got till now. So the second max will be 7 and max left will be our 9. So second max is nothing but, even if you have 11 is having something like 1 3 7 9, second max will be 7 and max left will be at 9, so that 9 minus 7 will be added at 7, right? So this is how you solve this problem. I think you got it. So I'll tell you the algorithm here. Let's talk about the algorithm. So the first thing is conflicting points. So as I just said, it will be having vector of vector long long, and let me have n plus 1. Why? Why n plus 1? Because 0 doesn't count. So we'll be having n plus 1. 0 is also so I will be having 1 to n, n plus 1. So n plus 1 will be here. Conflicting points will be n plus 1. I just initialized it. But I need to have these points, right? So for auto pair in conflicting pairs, I'm just shortening the name. Now int let a be the maximum, or let it be minimum point. So minimum of p of 0 comma p of 1, and b is equal to max of p of 0 comma p of 1, right? So you got the a as minimum and b as maximum. As I already said, that conflicting points of maximum will be having, b will be having some before elements, left elements. So b dot push back, all those minimum elements will be pushed back into the maximum element, right? A is minimum. Now first thing, I got the conflicting points. The second thing I need the second max. Wait a second. The second max is equal to 0, max left is equal to 0, and I have another points like, yes, I have gain, right? So gain will be initialized, vector of ll also initialized with gain n plus 1 comma 0. Is there anything left? No, I think for now it's no. Now for, I'll be going from int left, let it be right. So I'm going from R and I'll be having some left points. That means I'll be having left pointers for this R. So I'll be going through every left conflicting point for this R. I'll tell you how. So R will be from 1 and going till less than or equal to n. So R plus plus. Now for auto L in conflicting points of R. So I got all those conflicting points. I'm just got those points with L, right? So if the first point is, if L is greater than max left, what I said is max left is the first maximum and second max is the second maximum point. So second max is equal to max left, and max left is equal to L. Else if I have another thing, if L is greater than second max, then just change second max is equal to L. Second max is equal to L. That's it. So I got this, right? So I just got this second max and all. So here I need, so I just forgot this thing, valid subarray count. Valid subarrays count, let it be 0. Now valid subarrays count will be incremented by r minus max left. That's what we did every time. If you just confused at this point, just go back and watch the explanation or the diagram with the previous example again. Now if max left is wait a second. wait a second, max left is greater than 0, that means it is having some point, that means max left is not 0, I have some conflicting points before. So what I'll do is max left gain of max left plus is equal to r minus max left. Now I just got gain. I just got all the this gain array as I have filled it, and also got valid subarrays. Valid subarrays is initialized or incremented here, and gain array is also incremented here. So the second part is completed. The last part is max gain is equal to 0 for auto g in gain. Just max gain will be maximum of max gain comma g. So after that, at the last, as I said, gain, the max gain plus valid subrace will be written. So return max gain plus valid summaries. So I just need the feedback of this video, how is the explanation, and if you have any concepts or something like considerations that you can share with me, and if you have any doubts, please do comment in the comment section, and have given the code link in the description, go and check it. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.